button. It takes like 30 seconds for them to start hearing us, I believe. I don't know. I haven't actually timed it yet. I don't even know how I would time it. Because, like, right now, I'm looking at the screen. It's not on yet.
Just turned on mine.
Let me just There we go. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Leah. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Misty. Hi, Brian. Thank you for the super chat. 10 tons of testicles. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
That was a super sticker.
Oh, super sticker. Yeah. It's awesome. Appreciate you, homie. So we got some stuff to talk about. Got a whole bunch of stuff. If I can read my handwriting. I wrote it on a receipt and on a bumpy table. Hey, cutie pie. Yes. Okay. Hi, Crime Canary. First things first. We have very important thing to talk about. Our husband, ours.
Yes. The official husband of Two Girls, One Chat.
It's his birthday. So, happy birthday to John. Happy birthday to John. Happy birthday to super sexy John. Happy birthday to you.
Well, if he had a boner, it's gone now.
And your super sexy wiener piercing. That too. Happy birthday to that.
Jesus.
Hey, Ram. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Wingstar.
Wingstar? Are you trying to get blocked this early into a stream? Oh my God, cutie, do it.
Are we putting the link out right now? Yeah? No?
If it's for John.
All right. Only if he feels like it.
Yes, and at this moment in time, the link is only for Cutie and, John. Anyone else will be respectfully declined.
Okay. So, guys, Twitter's doing some weird shit. So if you're not getting notifications on Twitter, it's because Twitter's doing weird shit. If you don't pay to be on Twitter, like you're only able to see a certain amount of tweets. So, just so you know.
I will never pay for Twitter.
Never.
No.
Absolutely not. There's other platforms,
Yeah. And today I was scrolling Twitter, funnily enough, and everyone's like, oh my God, the farms is back. The farms is back. Now, I always hear about the farms. I've never been there. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to take a look.
Oh, I hope you used a VPN.
I always use a VPN.
Hey, Andy.
Okay. But it's shit like that makes me realize how fucking old and out of touch I am. Because I'm going through, I'm like, okay, well, let me search names. And then, like, the format, I'm like, I'm not searching for gossip. It's just set up all stupid. I don't like it.
I think it's a horrible place. That's where, I mean, it's an open book kind of thing. Like you go in and you put in there, your thoughts, your feelings. That's okay. But like some of the information on there isn't accurate that people write about people, or they dox people and show pictures of their, children. And it's a nasty place. Hey, GT.
Hey, GT.
It's not a reliable source of information, that's for sure.
No, but it's entertaining as fuck if you can, decipher it, which I cannot. So I left. I'll just have to, get my info the old-fashioned way from people who go there.
And then report it onto YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know how I've been following that whole Colleen Ballinger mess?
Yeah, she's a weirdo.
Did you see her apology video?
I saw that she did it with the ukulele, and that's all I saw.
Oh yeah, she sure did. She got up there and she was like, um, I'm sorry that you guys are all falling for this, but at least you're being entertained, right? It's like, bitch, everything that kid said about you, he came with all the fucking receipts. And everyone else that has spoken up against her has come out with all the receipts.
Hey, Rezzy. It's okay, cutie pie. He doesn't have to. He knows that we love him. And we have
Yeah,
good
we
feelings about
do.
him.
Yeah, we do. But she's like, you're just doing this for money and clout and this, that, and the third, and just completely disregarding everything that was brought up. And it's so fucking catchy that people are falling for it. Like the simple people. Most people are like, are you out of your fucking mind? But it was bad.
Well, look, let's say that, it's not a big deal to the world. Like, it is this kid's business to feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody were to come on to me a certain way, they might be joking. I might feel yucky about it,
Mm-hmm.
And that's his right to feel that way. And instead of saying, "Look, I am so sorry that you feel this way. I didn't mean that kind of harm. It was inappropriate and I apologize." She's fucking doubling down to be a dumbass.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the whole thing is just a giant shit show, and I want to stop watching it, but I'm so invested at this point. Like, I watched a body language analysis of her fucking song, and I'm like, ew, what does this person think of it? Well, what does this person think of it? It's just, yeah, Sammy, tons of people are coming out of the woodwork, and full grown adults. Like, people are now starting to come forward from people that worked on her Netflix show.
Who the fuck gave her a Netflix show?
Netflix.
Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, eventually, it'll catch up to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gross. A 30-year-old woman has no business in a group chat with kids as young as 11. It's
No.
just so grossly inappropriate.
Meghan Markle lost her podcast deal with Spotify. You know what? They have, look, I believe they went through some shit. I do. I believe they went through some shit because they're famous and they're rich and they got different problems than us. But for fuck's sake, man, they've been holding on to that victim shit for a hot minute instead of just building their own fucking empire. They've been holding on to this other shit.
Mm-hmm. All I know is that I don't think Harry would be having to put up with this shit if he didn't get together with that uppity bitch.
Yeah.
And I used to think he was so cute until he started doing interviews and I heard him talk and I was like, oh, honey, just stand there and be quiet and be a cute ginger and just shut up.
Sammy says they didn't. They didn't? Yeah, it
Didn't
does
go
seem
through
that
shit.
way, Sammy. It does.
Yeah, she's saying no, they didn't go through shit.
Oh. Hey, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
Yeah, they totally went about it the wrong way. I mean, I get, like, if they felt a certain way, they said their piece, fucking move on. You don't want to fucking be royals. Fucking, you got to give up your title. People are paying money, like, in that fucking part of the world. That part of the money from the people goes to the royal family, right? Like, you don't want to be in it. You don't need to be paid for it.
Mm-hmm. And again, I don't even feel like they felt some type of way. I felt like she did, and he was just so fucking pussy whipped that he was like, "You're right, honey, you're right."
I do feel that he has a lot of he's definitely blaming his mama passing away on the media. Definitely. And I can see why. But and I think Meghan just feeds into that too. Instead of saying, you know what, let's move forward. We got to leave it behind, you know?
Yeah, well, instead they fake a car chase through New York City. Like, that's even humanly possible.
I was wondering about that. Hey, Buff, how the fuck
Hey,
can you
Buff.
have a chase in New York City? It always looks like, we watch on TV. I don't live there. I've never fucking been there. But on TV, like, how do you even have a car there? Like, you can't even, the traffic's always a fucking mess.
Yeah, I made the mistake of driving through there once. Once. Never again. I will take a train there if I ever have to go again, and I hope I never do because I hate the city with a passion. But I will take a train into the city and either walk or like do buses. Like, I won't even take cabs.
So, okay, I'm gonna tell you all my notes, and then we'll talk about them as the stream goes on. So you have some idea what the topics are gonna attempt to be. That'll probably not be, but it'll we'll attempt it. So, Fall Out Boy did a remake of "We Didn't Start the Fire." Y'all know that song? We didn't start the fire; it was always burning. So they did a remake, and it's fucking pretty amazing.
Now, did they just redo the original one, or did they like update it with current events?
They updated it with current events, and we're not gonna play
Oh,
it. I wanna play it, but we're not
no.
gonna play it. But it is actually really good, and of course, it's super, super, like, catchy, and you're like, "Hell yeah," you're jamming, you got the foot tapping, but it's also kinda sad at the same time, and
Right.
then it also makes you realize, like, your parents went through the last song and this song. Yeah, it's a whole feeling, the whole thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I might actually have to listen to it.
No,
Because
I think you
earlier
should.
when you were like, yeah, they redid it and it's really good. I'm like, well, if you've heard it by one person, you've heard it by everyone, but it didn't click in my head that they would have updated it with new news shit, you know?
Mhm. They did. They sure did. And then Tammy Slayton's husband dies at 40 years old. Um, he's dead. He's gone. He didn't stick with the program like she did, and it caused them some issues in their marriage, and so they separated. But they got back together, and he gained 30 pounds. Like, he wasn't about it like she was, and he has passed away. There's a unconfirmed news on the submarine that went down. I think like the other day they were saying that there was a slow leak, and eventually the pressure got too much, and then it imploded. So that they're speculating that it wasn't as quick as they thought.
Mm.
Of course, there's no student loan forgiveness. We all knew that was going to happen. This is
Right.
my favorite one. Elon and Zuckerberg, whatever his name is, Facebook guy. They have been literally trying to fight. Like, they want a fist fight, right? And they're trying to set it up. Both of them are down, right? Italy, the powers that be in Italy want it to happen in the Colosseum.
Mm.
In the fucking Colosseum, dude.
I am I the only one that would picture those two fighting each other, standing arm's length away and just kind of wildly flailing their hands at each other simultaneously with their
You would
heads
think
turned to
so?
the side?
You would think so. But they both have martial arts training. You gotta remember, these are some very fucking wealthy men. So, and they both have martial arts training. So that'd be very interesting. Hippie, what's up? What's up, Hippie?
I'm listening to you, and sure, if they're gonna are they going to Rome to do this?
Maybe we'll see.
Well, if they go to Rome, they should have some medieval weapons.
You know, let's see. We're just going through my notes real quick, and then we'll visit the subjects a little bit. So Virgin Airlines, you heard of them, right? The guy that owns Virgin.
Mhm.
He's going to be taking people up in space.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Let's see. Madonna was rushed to the hospital. She's there. There is a new movie out, and I fucking can't even read what I wrote. Something of freedom. Let me look and see if it's on my Twitter. It is unfortunately about human trafficking. But it looks like it's gonna be a good movie. It just looks like it's gonna be a sad one.
Ooh.
But Sounds of Freedom.
Sounds of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. Yeah.
I haven't heard of it. Leanne, if they bring lions into it, I'll pay to watch that. Like they can whole ass pay-per-view it.
This has to be on pay-per-view.
Yeah, Wingstar. I guess I do now.
You do. I'm gonna send you one for your birthday.
Okay, I won't tell you no. Yeah, but those are my notes. So, where do we want to start? Oh yeah, allegedly, I seen it, and then it's like it disappeared. But that Pete Davis, right? The guy who banged
Davidson.
Davidson. Okay, Pete Davidson, the guy who was banging Kim Kardashian. He went into rehab. And
wow!
I saw it, and then that's all I saw of it. So I don't know how accurate that is.
It doesn't surprise me.
I had seen that too.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. Most rich people are always in rehab.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we spice this fight up? Because it's interesting.
Yes, that's my most favorite note. When I heard that, like at the Coliseum, part of me was like, yo, that's kind of disrespectful, right? Like, there's a lot of people that were forced to fight there and die, you know? But then I was like, yeah, but it's 2023, so that's not my problem. And so,
right.
Yeah, like, dude, I did the DNA thing, and I, went through all this stuff, and I put my DNA in this search engine, and it matched me with like a couple Celtic gladiators. So like, that's the first thing I, thought of.
Gladiators.
But so yeah, I mean, I think they would do it. I think they would absolutely fucking do that.
Yeah, but they're fucking lame ass billionaires. They'd both come in fucking Iron Man suits and just be so stupid with it.
Hi, Brian. I think it'd be cool though. Like
robots versus tigers. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Elon would be down with that. I don't think like they portrayed Mark Zuckerberg. Is that how you say his name?
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg, the guy who can't blink.
They portray him as some kind of like he's kind of slow, but he's really not.
Hold on.
So I don't know. I see him just wanting to go in there and do it up.
Yeah. Well, Wingstar, that fight can't happen until Bill Gates dies, and then they'd have to stream it from hell.
I wonder what section of hell they'd be in.
I don't know.
I would pay to see that. Zuckerberg has a robot.
Already is a robot. Yeah, he kind of fucking looks like one.
Or is he gonna use the Meverse? That's the thing the thing that you put in for like $1 billion. That people don't like it.
Oh, the meta thing?
Yeah.
Hi, Tater. So I feel like
Hi, Tater.
If they're gonna go to the Coliseum, they need to do it up. Like Liam was saying, like put
that's gonna be
lions,
sold out right
bears,
off the gate.
Put some, like chariots and shit. Like do it right.
Spears, swords, knives.
But see, Isn't the Coliseum like ruins now? Like, how would you get a crowd in to watch and all that?
I don't think you would be able
Renovated.
to. I don't know.
Renovated.
What I mean, they already probably are renovating it. I don't know if you're allowed to walk through. Like, I don't know. I've never been there, but
It'll just be dope to see.
I think that if anything, just getting them to fight in the middle of it would be cool. Like if they like streamed it.
I know, right, Captain Jack? You won versus him on the middle first half. Everyone be totally let down and everyone be pissed off.
Jake, I'm sorry.
Hey, see, that's what I said, Sammy. Get the lions.
What? So whoever dies, whoever loses gets eaten by a lion?
I don't think they care. Either one of them. They hate each other so much. And I feel like that they would have like ring girls, walking around the Coliseum.
Death match.
And shit.
Celebrity death match.
I would settle for watching those two. You ever see that slap fight show?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'd even watch that.
Yes. That would be I think that would be more entertaining.
Captain Jack just said, send them to Ukraine.
Yeah, I think that we should go on Twitter and at Elon and be like, hey, do slap fights with Mark. Do it. It'd be much better.
Slap fights is brutal. I'll just have a boxing match.
But I don't know. They want to do it. I think doing it in the Coliseum would be pretty amazing.
What fight is it if they do a boxing match or an MMA fight?
I'm sure it'd be MMA because they both do martial arts.
MMA fight. That's interesting. So they have to have an octagon in the middle of the ring?
No, it would just be in a Coliseum.
We'll put a cage across the Coliseum, so it'll be awesome.
Well, no, you don't want to fuck with the Coliseum. You don't want to, change it. Let's see if I can get a map.
Is there gonna be fire in the fight? That's what I'm interested in.
No, I don't know.
I've seen my fair share of inferno matches in wrestling.
There you go, Wingstar. They should fight on the Titanic.
That'd be pretty cool.
Nice one.
Okay, so let me see if I can share this with you. Hold on. So you get a good idea of what it looks like. I mean, we know what it looks like, but we don't, who the fuck's been there? None of us. I don't know if I can make this any bigger.
That looks like a football stadium.
So I guess, this is where I guess they would run, and I'm not sure. Is this where all they kept the slaves or whatever underneath the...
Usually that's what happened back in the Roman Empire. They kept the slaves on the ground, and when they were about to fight, they bring them up. And they have to fight. It's either that or they get eaten by lions.
All this would be covered, and they, that would be where the slaves would be. So, yeah, it would be this big old arena.
Pretty much. It looks like a football stadium. That's actually impressive that they can build that in that time.
It'd be hot as fuck, though. Fuck that.
Do in the wintertime. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, we all got to watch Gladiator again so that we can map out this fight in our heads.
I've watched my fair share of Gladiator anime, so I kind of get the gist of it.
Hey, Jake.
I just want to ask a question. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jake.
Why are you guys being so violent and wanting people to fight?
We don't want people to fight. We want Elon and Zuckerberg to fight because they want to fight.
But they're people.
But they want to.
They want to fight.
People.
Wait, but listen. They want to fight, and Italy is offering the Colosseum for them to do it. That's what the discussion is currently.
Really?
But we should be pushing world peace in harmony.
In this in this world, you're always going to have one person that likes you and one person that hates you.
I hate you.
No matter what. Exactly
I
my
hate
point.
you. I hate you. I hate you, hippie.
Thank you for the compliment.
You're welcome.
Jake, who do you think's gonna win if they actually fight?
I put 500 on Zuckerberg
I'd go Musk.
because I don't
I
like
would say
Musk.
Musk.
I don't like either of the two, but Mark is at least he can't
I think
blink. So
Zuckerberg.
when Elon Musk blinks, he's just gonna hit him in the face, and then you knock him out cold.
What's Zuckerberg ever done in life? He went to school, he created Facebook, and then he sat in an office
It's
all
just
his
a bunch of billionaire nerds trying to fight each other.
Yeah, but
have a-
he's all he's ever done is like sit in an office at a desk all his life, whereas Elon Musk has at least got out and walked around like car factories, and
They're both other shapes.
he's from South Africa,
So I'm pretty sure he would have learned how to fucking fight, against all those apartheid people
Yeah.
growing up.
Zuckerberg strikes me as the type that when shit started to get real, he'd resort to hair pulling and biting.
So he's
Yeah,
gonna be one of
that's what
those heels.
Hey, Phil.
And
Like
I'm
heel
kind
and
of
wrestling. Heel and wrestling do that all the time.
I'm kind of thinking like Elon Musk growing up in South Africa, no disrespect, but being a third world country and
He's a little more conditioned.
yeah, like you know what I mean. It's like I
Right.
think I would imagine, I might be wrong, but I would imagine he grew up in a more hands-on type lifestyle, whereas Zuckerberg would be like fucking, if he picked up a fucking pitchfork, he'd get a blister on his hand.
Right.
I never thought of that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Karen.
Hey, Karen.
That's all I'm trying to say. That's just my way of thinking about it. I could be totally wrong.
No,
I
I think
mean-
you're right.
How tall are you, Facey?
6'3".
Okay, I said before, like I've never seen anyone like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", like in their 70s, 80s. It's always old people are always short, so the tall people die early.
I don't know. I sure hope so.
God.
I mean, you don't see tall old people, or is it just
She's
they're always
not
hunched over so
old.
they look short?
Casey is not old.
Or do
No,
they just-
me too.
Yeah, I've seen tall old people.
I have
Where?
too.
no,
My family.
Okay, when you were like 5 years old, they were all tall. Yes. I just was thinking about it today.
So this guy went to rehab because of Kim Kardashian or whatever it's called.
Well, we don't know. I don't think he went because of that. Pete Davidson has Crohn's disease, and there probably is some, drug usage or alcohol usage that he's probably dealing with.
When you're dating a Kardashian, you're always going to deal with drugs. It's a 100% thing that happens.
Well, it was pre them too, even though fuck every last one of them. But the thing I saw said he was also getting treated for PTSD.
Yeah, he was in a wreck,
yeah.
I believe, a really bad one.
Yeah, that will give you PTSD if you wreck your car. That's obvious.
Well, and it's already, like you've got all this money, you're very famous, you've got jobs at the wazoo, that's
A
gonna.
lot of diseases because you fuck too many guys. Well, that's
Pete Davidson was fucking many guys.
No.
Is that what you're saying, hippie?
The Kardashian. Sorry.
Well, that's not who we were talking about, hippie. Keep up.
And when you have Crohn's disease also comes with, with depression and things like that.
Can I ask you a question before you continue?
You just did.
What is Crohn's disease? Because I have no idea.
So it's when
Means
your
you
immune
shit a lot.
system. It's when your immune system is so fucking badass, it gets bored and it attacks your tummy.
Oh, that's
And it makes you shit a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being honest.
So yeah, and it comes with, can bring on the mental health issues. So hopefully it'll be quick and he'll get out quick and it'll be all good.
Well, he's always been very open in public with his mental health struggles. He's got a bunch of diagnoses.
Who's he's?
Pete Davidson.
Who's that?
Actor.
Hey, Evanson.
That is impressive that he can still act even though he has a lot of mental problems.
Most artists that do any kind of art have some kind of a mental health issue.
Yes.
Doesn't surprise me.
Most people today have mental health
people
issues.
in the music industry have the same
true.
thing.
Especially comedians, which he is a comedian.
Yep.
They are the worst with depression and things like that.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
I can't believe how many people around the world are so fucking bipolar and fucking all that shit nowadays.
Yeah.
I think it must be something to do with like what we eat in the world today.
I think you're right.
$25.
Tara!
Ma'am!
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. Look, I told Bridget I was going to do it. I'm going to do it.
The nicest.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'm not as rich as Tara.
How rich is Tara?
You're not nearly as pretty either.
You are fucking like the worst bitch in the world, Facey.
Hey,
I know. Oh, do you hope something happens to my animals too, Jake?
No, because I was fucking busy fucking doing a super chat when you insulted me.
Hi, Kathy.
Thank you, Jake. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. I've got to find a new way to say thank you.
Yes, you do. See, it got old, huh?
I'm getting on my own nerves.
You got to change it up every time someone does it.
Well, that's why last time I told her to start doing it in different accents. Her German was hilarious.
It was bad.
Every time I ever super chat you girls, I'm going to put child support payment.
You be paying more than baby daddy does. Oh,
right? That's more than I've ever gotten in child support.
You don't have a child.
10 testicles. Thank you so much for the super chat or super whatever that is.
Well, you know what I mean.
So we discussed the fight between Elon and Zuckerberg, hopefully being in the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want that, Lacey.
We have discussed. What else did we discuss?
Did you sing to the testicle?
No. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. Thank you, MFW, Miss Fucking Wonderful, with the Mr. T picture. Thank you.
Hey, did you know that if you look in the start on your comments, it collects all the super chats?
Yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like, that is really cool. So I can make sure, like, I try to say thank you to everyone.
Girl. Hey, Bridget.
Right.
Hey, Bridget.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Bridget.
Hey, Kathy.
So we've talked about Elon Musk in the fight. We talked about Kardashian. And
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson. So what are the other two? The movie and
who would win a fight between Punky and Facey? And I don't mean on Boyd Wrestling.
I would.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would have to look. It'd be on like Donkey Kong because I grew up in the country and I could fuck with it, but like at the end, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. It is what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. You got those big boobies to like slap your face around.
No. That's mud wrestling. You didn't say nothing about no mud wrestling. If there was Jello involved.
I'd just make sure it was blue Jello, and Punky would be so distracted by trying to eat the Jello that I'd just fuck her up.
I can see Punky throwing punches, I mean, Facey's throwing punches and Punky be standing underneath going, you got to hit lower, bitch.
Oh my God, Wingstar, my kid is looking so forward to that Five Nights at Freddy's movie that it's unreal.
There's a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah.
It's
Spunky.
finally gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's been like, I don't know. I think he said it like when Five Nights at Freddy's 3 came out, they was making a movie. It never happened.
Well, it's coming out in, I think, October, November, one of them.
Somewhere in that range because it's Halloween and it's more hyped that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised the franchise is still going, to be honest with you.
Sammy should do that for free.
Look, I love blue Jello. Like when I got real sick, that was one of the few things I was able to keep down. So blue Jello is fucking the bomb. It is just, I love blue Jello.
Mm-hmm.
Blue
All right,
Jello.
so, yeah, I love blue Jello. I don't know why. It's just amazing.
I don't like
Does it
any
taste
Jello.
That depends on the Jello for me. I haven't had Jello in like years.
I don't like the texture of Jello. It's just it's ick.
I get what you're feeling when I have English muffins. When I have English muffins, if I touch the texture of the English muffins, it gives me goosebumps for some reason.
Okay, so let's go over to the Fall Out Boy song, right? So the new Fall Out Boy song, it's the remake of We Didn't Start the Fire, right?
We didn't start the
Start
fire.
It was always burning. Yeah.
I know song.
Okay, so I'll just read you the first verse of it. This is the new song with the, it's updated. It's Captain Planet, Arab Spring, LA riots, Rodney King, deep fakes, earthquakes, Iceland volcano, Oakland City bomb, Kurt Cobain, Pokemon, Tiger Woods, MySpace, Monsanto, I can't say that right, GMOs, Harry Potter, Twilight, Michael Jackson dies, nuclear accident, Fukushima, Japan. That's Kim Jong-un, Robert Downey Jr. So that's where it starts at. So
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the war between us and Japan. Is that what it is?
No.
That's the only thing you picked up from that, homie?
Oh, I heard Japan, and I heard like
he was like, "Ooh, anime tentacles. That's the only thing that matters."
Can I tell you a story about Captain Planet?
Most anime hentai is like that.
A story about what, Jake?
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
But he's our hero. Jake. He's going to bring pollution down to zero.
I know. I was dating this girl once, and I used to wake up every morning and I'd go out into the living room and sit there and turn the TV on.
Star agreed that all we heard was
hippie. You keep talking over people.
Yeah. Maybe wait your turn, homie.
Oh, sorry. My apologies. I'll shut up now.
Thank you.
Her 4-year-old son used to come out every morning and he'd sit on my lap and snuggle into me. And then his mum would bring us out a bowl of cereal each and we'd sit there and watch Captain Planet together.
Aww.
It's just some
Planet was my shit.
It's part of my life that I always remember back, like to like one of those moments that's like memorable.
Mm.
One of those good memories.
Mm.
But yeah, so if y'all get a chance, put that on your playlist. Check it out. It's really good.
Hell no.
Speaking of songs, earlier I was sent a video of Minnie Manson singing Tie a Yellow Ribbon, and it did something to my brain because it was Minnie Manson dressed like Minnie Manson singing Tie a Yellow Ribbon, but like not trying to make it rock or anything. It was a mind fuck.
Do you need therapy for that, Facey?
I had to take a minute. Like it was
probably
very unsettling. I posted it in the Discord, GT. You should take a look. It's
okay.
It's something.
I best make sure my health insurance covers therapy and counseling after seeing that.
I'll tell you, it's the catchiest little song, though.
I don't want to watch it if Minnie Manson sang it. Like, that's just... I can't with that dude, man. I tried. It didn't work out.
Well, you know what? You need to watch it and take one for the team in honor of all the stupid fucking TikToks I've clicked on because of you and all the Cyrex shit you've made me watch.
I like Cyrex.
Not me. I cannot watch. I don't want to know anything that's going on with him. I don't want to see him. Nothing.
Then don't watch him.
I don't. Do I, Punky?
I sometimes when I force her to.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. If I don't like you, I don't watch you. Just like, whenever anyone's fucking covering tea bags, I leave because I don't like them and I don't watch them. So I don't want to secondhand watch them anywhere.
I figured that's how I got rid of you out of my chat often.
Yeah, see, that's all it took. Well, see, you do double duty, though. Because you run me off with Mark and, you've become Tina's home away from home. And how the fuck does she make a stream about herself when she doesn't even get on panel? Like, your whole shit the other day was just about her from the fucking chat.
Mm. So,
that's taking advantage.
I want to talk about you.
No, it's your stream. You should talk about you. But every fucking time, it's the Tina show.
But I'm boring.
Jake, I would rather hear you clip your toes than listen to that bitch.
So you don't like Tina?
I don't think she doesn't like her. I think she wants a break from her.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like her. When she's up somewhere and talking about something that's not related to her, sometimes I find her almost enjoyable. But no matter what is being spoken about, oh yeah, Isaac did that too. Or, well, this is me. And I just, shut the fuck up, dude.
It's the loudness, Jake. She is so freaking loud. She's definitely no ASMR. Freaking
See,
I have to take my headphones off.
There's a dilemma for me with this, It's
Hi,
like I like it.
Well, if you like her, that's what matters.
Like I said, it's your stream, but Jesus Christ, I can't do it.
I did have a conversation with her yesterday about just like she should just start blanking the Isaac shit and not even responding, not talking about it, nothing, because starve him of any form of response and attention will eventually make him go away. But she won't, unless you stop talking about him, he ain't gonna go away. He's just gonna keep poking, prodding, and it's never gonna fucking end. So I told her it's all on the onus of her basically for that to be able to stop, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I saw her in the chat. You're right.
But it's still up to her to be able to do it.
Right.
And I do get where you're kind of coming from. But I at the moment I really enjoy having Tina on my panels, and because sometimes I can just sit back and put my feet up and let the show go. And
no, she can have, she already has a community, and it was bigger before apparently, and now she's kind of had to start over. She can be huge, but as long as she lets that go, she can be as big as she wants to be, because people love how outspoken she is. The shit that comes out of her mouth, people love that. I wish that she would step away from that. Let people are going to talk about people, and they've done some pretty nasty things over there in those communities. But I think she can have a fresh start and just fucking take off if she wanted to.
And then I also want to say, there's nothing stopping you, Butch, getting on my panel.
Oh?
Yes, there is.
I mean,
Hey,
you
Mike.
want to sit there. You want to sit there talking about like, I leave when there's people up there I don't like. Well, you could come up and then you don't
Hey,
leave.
Courtney.
You could come up and dominate the panel. You could come up and hold the conversation and the topic and the direction. But you don't.
Do you want me on a panel with people I don't like? You're trying to turn over a new leaf. Come on now.
Maybe they wouldn't come up if you were up there and said, "What the fuck you want?" You know, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to say you're always welcome to come up.
Courtney.
But you don't.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're always welcome to come up too.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyone is welcome to basically come up on my panel, except for like 2 or 3 or 4 people that I've publicly said aren't welcome.
Carlos.
Well, I know you do, Mike, because you're an asshole.
But like once I get my new mic that doesn't make so much noise in the background, I'll probably stream a few hours a day and like just be doing my work and like general chatting to people while I'm just doing work, because you won't hear every noise I make.
Right.
Because I'd be happy to do that a lot of the time, you know, but I end my streams a lot of the time because I have to do work and it's going to be noisy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to be careful. You can't just let anybody up there to run the panel for you, because they let somebody gets up there, they could be nasty and say something, take away your monetization or show a bad picture. Like you have to be careful.
I know, like you might be on my panel and I turn my blind eye and you flash your boobs, or
yeah, sure, guy. Hey, Nova.
I mean, like you get sidetracked sometimes and burn pork chops, you know, like.
Doesn't surprise me.
Fuck you, Jake.
How the hell do you burn pork chops?
Hello.
I don't know. It would be a bad movement.
I can find a way.
I was screwing around and on the internet, playing on TikTok, talking to my kid, and I blackened the pork chops a little.
My
My
grandmother blacks hot dogs.
Yeah.
I do that on purpose. The only way a hot dog is edible is if they're burnt and crunchy.
Really?
Can I say one last thing about Tina D though, Facey? As much as there's
Hi, Nova.
As much as there's a few people who don't enjoy her being on the panel all the time, there's actually a lot of my chat that do.
Oh, everyone loves her. I just find it tedious that no matter what the conversation is, she finds a way to make it about her. When she's not doing that, I also find her enjoyable and funny.
Yeah, and I'm just, you know.
Excuse me. Sorry.
My main concern is like, you know, like I'm setting up life so that you can move out here and be my bitch, you know.
Yeah, okay. God.
Hi, Nova. How you doing?
Okay, so moving on to the next subject. Tammy Slayton's husband passes away at 40. I wonder if she's going to be able to file for some like Social Security benefits. Like
whose husband?
No.
Yeah, whose husband died?
She has to be married for two. You have to be married for so long to be a certain age to file for it. So that's going to be a big no.
Hey, Kyle.
No. Hey, Kyle.
I mean, the only thing she'll get if they had a life insurance policy, that would be it.
I doubt it. I could.
You don't think about that
by some miracle he was able to get one, it wouldn't have been for much.
Right.
You got to jump through hoops to get that shit.
Yeah.
I just hope she takes this as a sign and, you know, like keep to her shit, because it's easy to fall off track, but having someone so close to her die of the thing that people have been telling her she's going to die of, I hope it's motivation in the end for her.
Well, she looks amazing considering, like, of course, you know, she was huge. Like, she had like a double forehead.
Yeah. No, Kathy, they hadn't even been married a year.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'd never seen someone like collect fat in their forehead like that. It was unsettling.
It's actually kind of disturbing, to be honest with you.
Well, and she had to like get a trach, and like she was in bad shape, but she's looking for somebody who's been in her position. She looks amazing. Let me see if I can share it with y'all. And maybe she can find her a man that's,
All right,
So
Kyle. Sorry.
Look how pretty she looks. She looks so good.
She looks beautiful.
And this is what she looked like before.
Oh, geez.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, big transformation.
That's some good effort there.
I wish you could find a profile shot so you could really get the... Like, can't you Google Tammy Slaton's forehead?
Stay safe, Kyle. I know you have been dealing with tornadoes.
Okay, let's see. They're not showing. Well, here's one. This is what it was. Hold on.
Do you want to give me nightmares or what?
Hold on. Well, it's
If you can't handle it, get down, hippie. This is a place for grown-ups.
So yeah, like as you can see, like her forehead, her forehead took on a lot of weight, and she didn't have a chin. And as she went through the process, the forehead went down, and I don't think she's on oxygen anymore. And her sister was, pretty big too.
Where are these chicks from?
These are the 1,000-pound sisters.
Kentucky? Do they live in?
I don't know.
Oh, so they're like American chicks who were like, so obviously they like
They're YouTubers.
Oh, they're YouTubers.
Yeah, they started off on YouTube and then got their own show on TLC. But they were, oh my god. Remember when Amy fucking made that GoFundMe and shit for an extra large coffin for Tammy, but Tammy wasn't dying and they just spent all the money?
No.
Yeah, it was years ago, but that 100% happened.
I heard about that.
You did not. Stop trying to fit in.
Yeah, you already fit in. It's okay. Let's see.
I live off the internet. I know my fair share of what stuff's going on.
They are from Kentucky. Now,
stop being mean to your panel guests, Facey.
Facey's not even here. Well, no, she is. She can be mean to me. It doesn't bother me.
Her sister went on to lose a bunch of weight. Her name is Amy Slayton, and she actually has 2 kids now. And I think her and her husband might be going through a divorce, is what I heard, but I don't know.
I heard something about that too.
That's not good for your mental health.
Well,
being married is not good for your mental health.
Yeah, it could be a lot
That
worse
is true.
staying with someone.
That is true. I want KFC. I haven't had KFC in like years.
Okay, put that off my list. Okay, so we've got the Madonna going to the hospital. They found her unresponsive in the car. What's up, Jesse?
Is she gonna be?
Not in the
right?
car, in her room.
Madonna.
Be all right.
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
Yeah, they sent her to the ICU.
Oh, that's.
Are you talking about Madonna, like the singer?
Yes.
Yes.
So she's like on a dial something.
How old is she?
Looks like she had a serious bacterial infection, and she has been discharged. She's like 60 or something.
Yeah, she's in her 60s. She looks like a whole ass fucking alien now.
Doesn't surprise me because of how much plastic surgery she's gotten. But then again, she's older than me, so I don't know Madonna that much. I know she's a singer, but that's it.
Like a virgin.
Yeah, exactly. I've been hearing that everywhere I go on a panel. Everyone says that because I tell everyone that I'm a virgin. Everyone sings that song. It drives me nuts.
Their Spanish song was one of their best ones, and that churchy song,
Like a prayer.
Yeah, like a prayer. Just like a prayer.
So there's Madonna now. I guess the most recent picture of her.
She kind of looks like a dude. She went for the Princess Leia dude look and ended up looking like fucking.
What the hell?
Have you seen her daughter lately? She is gorgeous.
I remember when Madonna was saying that she refused. This was when the AIDS epidemic was like the biggest thing scaring the world, and she'd be like, "I'm not going to use condoms when I have sex with people. If I get AIDS, I get AIDS."
Mm-hmm.
I bet that was a big fucking lie.
And then she went and fucked every man and his dog.
Ugh.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Except me.
Yeah, my grandmother bought that book she put out.
The sex book. I was in high school when that came out. I remember someone buying it and bringing it into school.
I brought it to school.
Did you get in trouble for it?
Of course I did.
Yeah. And Madonna's 64 years old. I tell you who's old and still performing. Debbie Harry. She's like 77 or something. You know Debbie Harry from Blondie?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's still going, 77 years old.
Mm-hmm. Good for her.
What helped me out?
How do you get a bacterial infection that makes it where you can't even fucking makes you unresponsive?
Maybe it got into her blood.
Happens.
It's crazy.
Is that your medical opinion, hippie? Stuff happens?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm been healthy. I don't take any medication for nothing.
No, Jesse, you want to see someone that looks like the villain from Ghostbusters 2?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Be nice.
Well, she seems like she's a real nice lady, but holy shit, she could win a Vigo lookalike contest.
I would still fuck Madonna.
No, Nova, everyone does drugs in the Hollywood.
Jake, you'd only fuck her because she's rich.
Well, and he's desperate and would fuck anybody.
No, I just want to fuck her and be singing fucking "You're a Virgin. I fucked you for the very first time.
Yeah,
you were a virgin until I fucked you."
That medical bill is going to be hard when you do that, though.
Okay, so moving on to the next thing on the list.
Sorry, ladies.
So the guy that owns Virgin, you know, the airlines and records and what's his name?
Sir Richard Branson.
Yeah, he's going to be taking people into outer space.
Yes.
He's already started doing that a long time ago.
For what reason?
No, that was
that was Elon.
No, yeah,
Elon.
No.
Wasn't it Elon?
It's
Elon
Bezos.
wants to go. Elon wants to go to Mars.
Bezos, yes.
Whatever.
The Amazon guy.
The Amazon guy is what? Is he making hotels in space?
Right. Let's see. Galactic. It's called Galactic. Launches first commercial flight to space.
Fire, dude. Third's hell. Like maybe 400
That's gonna be terrible going to space.
Speaking of pens, Fire Dude, have you ever taken a really good look at B-Socks? He looks like Chris Penn after he got fat. Sounds like him too.
I made B-Socks cry.
What?
Did you?
Details, please.
Well, he tried to come up on my panel. I told him to fuck off and banned him. And then he's over at Mark going, I unsub from the entity guy because he wouldn't let me on the panel. They can't.
Yeah, we blocked him from coming on ours, too.
I don't want the idiot on mine. It's like, sorry, like, I got enough fucking people that come on mine to stir the fucking world up.
That's true.
I mean, it's bad enough Punky comes up once a week.
I know. I leave then too.
I like Punky. She's awesome.
Well, that's because you only see her twice a week, hippie.
Oh, I'm a whole mess, hippie.
Yeah, a mess that's hotness.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't like
That laugh
evil
sounds
mask,
scary.
man. I feel like I'm gonna be killed for some reason.
That
What
laugh
evil
sounds
what
scary.
evil plot do you have, Spacey? I'm scared now. What the hell?
I don't got nothing.
You were
She is a
laughing
walking
like
evil plot.
Sitting in a tree. FUCKING.
what the
That is one thing Facey never gets to do.
Fucking trees? You're right, I don't.
Hey Phil. See, Sammy
so,
loves
yeah.
me. So
I believe that these trips to space are gonna be like twice as much as it was to go down to the Titanic and not come back. So yeah, that's
So you get a return ticket on these ones.
yeah, but you'll
allegedly.
last longer in space though.
Do you
No,
get a
the
free
fuck
space?
you won't.
Did you get a free spacesuit and a free parachute?
Problem is, well, no,
I don't
it's
think
because
so.
it's because of the fact that if you go into outer space, you have at least some oxygen, because they will
Well,
have oxygen on the spaceship.
Oh,
The problem
no.
is, you probably won't go back to Earth. So that's
Are
the
these trips out of space like the American version of like landing on the moon, like fantasy?
Well, what they are is they take you to the edge of space. So right when you get to the edge of space, they shut it off. You get the
You
no
black out.
gravity. You float around.
You
and then
black out, and they just pretend that you went there.
The whole thing is 90 minutes. So maybe they take all the oxygen out of the cabin, and then when they're ready for you to wake up, they put it back. I don't know.
How do you get
like, yeah,
food
did
in
you
outer
see it?
space?
Yeah, it all went dark for a minute. That's when we were in the space, dude.
How do you get food in outer space if you're going to go there on a commercial spaceship?
90 minutes, hippie. If you can't go 90 minutes without a fucking snack, you don't belong there.
When are they going to have, like, you got the Mile High Club or
But how
whatever
are you
it is.
supposed to get back?
When are they going to have the space one?
Well, you guys.
The
gonna...
Intergalactical Club. But you know what? I've been on a Virgin train. I've been on a Virgin plane. That's it. I don't want to go on Virgin space.
Nice one, Nova.
What's happening, Punky, with these people trying to say they found parts of the bodies of the?
Okay, so yeah, that's unconfirmed, right? It's what's alleging is because what's happened is they're taking these pieces out of the water and they're covering them with tarps, and so allegedly what they think happened is it started with a leak. The pressure started to build. The people in the submarine did feel the pressure, and then it combusted. That part they didn't feel. They think that it took them longer, that they did feel something, and then they passed away, and that their remains were blown up into the different pieces of the submarine, but that's unconfirmed. It's just that's just what everybody's saying, just because it was covered with a tarp, which could be the case.
But I thought it imploded, so it sort of was like, and everyone just like went squishy.
Right.
Why would you do that in the first place?
That's just what I don't know. Like, I would assume there would be bone fragments.
Well, there's bound to be a finger and a tongue and an ear and.
Right. But I mean, I also assume that if those body parts would be ate up by
Fish,
yeah. I mean, but what do I know?
Fish don't like the remains of a dead body.
I disagree.
This is the reason why these fuckers create sharks to come and eat us all. They nibble on the people down near the bottom, and then they come up and they're like, "Oh, look more."
I believe that, Jesse.
Said that the pressure face there.
They said that the pressure forced their beeholes.
Well, wrong glass. Yeah.
What's a beehole?
Booty
A
hole.
butthole.
How can that come through the skull?
Shit, with that much pressure, they became one with the booty hole.
How about we test it out? Would you like to go down there?
Yeah, I would.
All right, tell me how it feels when you die.
I would go down there.
Well, it depends on what.
Maybe not take Ocean Gate to get there, though. Maybe just
Yeah.
I'm just saying, consider a different, way to get there.
None of you fuckers would miss me longer than a day.
I would miss you for at least a couple weeks.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, Jake, who?
No, we would have a whole last stream talking about how amazing you were, what a great friend you were, and that that we really wanted to send flowers to the sea where you did all that, and put our PayPals out there. You know how this works.
Put our PayPals. Cash App, fuck Jake. Cash App, fuck Jake. Fuck, thank Christ, Jake.
Be like, we miss our friends so much. We need therapy. Donate to our GoFundMe.
You're also mean.
Look, it's just we would do it the right way. That's what you're supposed to do.
And Facey's sitting there going, I wouldn't say a fucking word. I'd just be like, thank fuck he's gone.
We didn't even make candles for you, Jake.
Why do we have to fucking like do this? It's like just a simple thank fuck he's gone. That's all we need to do.
You might be gone, but you can.
We'd have to fake sadness for the donations.
You get fucking good donations as it is.
We get fucking amazing donations. Amazing.
Yeah, we do.
Like we're like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, the past two streams with me and her have been fucking like, what the fuck? Oh my god!
I told you you'd be spoiled.
Yeah.
Well, because they're amazing. That's why.
They said, like she said to me, no one will give us money.
No one. This is for you.
You got no idea how much people like you.
Nice job, Nova.
No, we don't. We really don't know. Thank you, Nova. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Oh my God! Please don't sing that. It is awful. Please stop.
I like her singing.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for her.
That song is awful. You sound like this fake Cockney Londoner, like that guy in Mary Poppins. What's his friggin' name?
Bert.
Yeah, him.
Hey, P2E. Yeah, we could
do
Elbow,
candles. Did you hear her do it in a German accent?
No, I missed that one, unfortunately. Well, it's true, Sammy. She's the singing sounds like there's a horrible fake like London accent, like a freaking fake Mary Poppins. You
leave Dick Van Dyke alone. He is a national treasure, and he tried his best.
I'm not saying that's how she sounds, like that kind of fake, like that. There's a movie where this girl gets elocutional lessons. I forgot what the freaking movie. I don't remember what it's bloody called. And she's this Cockney Londoner girl. Oh my God, I can't remember what it's called, but she sounds just like that too. But please, Punky, please sing something nice and something different, or ask Jake how to do like a music thing on StreamYards when you get, please. That singing is awful. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. My Fair Lady. That's it. Eliza Doolittle. Isn't it Eliza Doolittle? My Fair Lady.
Yes.
That's it.
Punky.
That's it. That's what you sound like.
If Nova pops up backstage, do not let her up.
I'm sorry. She's super chatted. She gets to come up.
No.
She's paid her way.
I will send it back to her.
You best refund it, Facey.
Do you see what she wants to come up for?
Because she wants to say, pussy!
Stop it!
Pussy!
It's so gross when she does it.
because we know her and she doesn't talk like that. So when she does, you're like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Well, she can be totally fine.
Nova has some class to some extent.
Nova, you hear that? It's got to be the first time anyone's ever called you classy.
Nova,
Yes.
do a little voice message in Discord and say it, and then I could put it in with the sounds. So whenever
Stop
Face is being a bitch, I could get the sound and be like, "What's it?"
Oh, well then I
Oh,
wouldn't
what
have
you
to
could-
worry about it because I'm never a bitch up here.
Or what you could do, Punky, is have it as a text tone on your phone so that when a certain person texts you, it goes off.
Whew. I got a burp and it's stuck.
That's what you get.
So, anyway, Punky Face, your question: where the Senior Citizen Fight Club? What happened? Has someone been? Have they all been cheating over the bingo or something?
Oh, I forgot.
No, I had to scroll up in the room. It must have been mentioned in a stream somewhere because that's where most of our titles come from. I don't remember what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was about us old people fighting on YouTube. This is like
okay.
the Senior Citizen Fight Club.
Yeah, but I mean, but they'll be like at the at the old people's home and they're playing bingo and that Meryl, she wins bingo again because she's cheating and then and they'll have a big fight over the bingo. Yeah, that's how I imagine it.
Put some old lady through a table.
I'd watch it.
Senior Citizens are going wild.
Well, that's a whole different kind of thing.
Yes, it is.
Hippie knows he watches.
What do I watch?
Granny's Gone Wild.
Hell no. I don't want that wrinkly ass. What the fuck?
Hey, we're all old. We're all going to have wrinkly asses. It is what it is.
Yeah, but
I'm not old yet. So
I don't want to be old yet. I mean, I know I'm getting like arthritis and shit in my knees. That's about it. But that's about it. Yeah, wheelchairs.
Get old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting old. Well, other than
I mean, Jig's the old man here. Jig's the oldest here.
The last one is the movie thing.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, the no student loan forgiveness, which is not surprising. I don't know why anybody is surprised about that. There was that whole thing that was big on the news. I didn't think. Yeah, they're not doing any of the student loan forgiveness. The Supreme Court said no.
Doesn't surprise me.
Hey, Captain Jack, this old biddy cage match, yeah? Old biddy cage match live from the Mecca Bingo in
Old biddy cage match in the Coliseum.
Yeah, at the Mecca Bingo Club in England and London.
Have a bingo card as a weapon. Give some person a paper cut. Well, Chuck Norris will win automatically, Phil.
Sorry.
So you should be.
Yes, there was that, which is, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, Nova, because I see both sides of the fence on that one.
What is it?
So, let's say you make cakes for a living, right? You're a baker.
Yeah.
And a gay person comes in and wants you to make their wedding cake.
Yeah.
And you tell them no, that's perfectly legal. You can deny service to anybody for any reason. Mm-hmm. Which is, in a way, it's a very American thing. You should be able to do whatever you want, and stuff like that. However, it's really not very nice to not make the cake.
Well, you know what the problem is? They did that shit when it was solely like the argument was about gay people, and they're like, oh, you can't do it. But now watch what happens when someone comes in wearing a cross and they're like, I'm not going to serve you because you're Christian and I don't believe in that.
Right.
I'm not going to serve you because you're wearing a MAGA hat and I don't believe in that. Like, come on.
Yeah. But,
they didn't think that one through.
If somebody doesn't want to make your cake because of what you look like or who you love or what you believe in, why the fuck would you want them to make your cake?
I mean, I
That's the way I
remember
see it.
I remember going to some nightclub in Limerick Island years
I
ago,
agree
and
with
this applies
Casey.
to all nightclubs too. It says it used to say on the flyer ROAR, right of admission reserved. So basically, that nightclub can choose to let you in or not let you in. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, Phil, it's not. So if you're one of those people that's going to not make the cake because you're an idiot and you don't want to, that money spends just as well as anybody else's money.
Yeah. Gay money isn't going to make you start wanting dick all of a sudden.
It's not.
So,
Hey, Kathy.
Hello.
Hey,
I don't know.
Kathy.
I saw the news on that case. It is limited to artistic expression. In other words, it wouldn't affect discrimination on jobs or and I'm completely against that opinion. But what the newscasters, I haven't had a chance to read it, but they were saying that this woman was a graphic designer. She didn't want to do work. She designed pamphlets and things for weddings. She didn't want to design anything in regard to a gay wedding. And she thought that, and she said for religious reasons, it was against her religion, and that she shouldn't have to. And that the court said, yeah, we agree, because it's on religious as well as it is an artistic expression, as opposed to other things that are but there's always this little exception in law regarding artistic expression anyway. You can't force a person to make art if they don't want to.
Right.
So I'm not saying it's reasonable or anything, but that's what the commentators were saying, because I was like, what the fuck? And then I was reading. I'd be interested in the opinion, but I don't know how long it is or anything. But yeah, so just that's my FYI. So it's not it's a horrible decision, but it's not as horrible as it could be.
Well, no, that's understandable.
For now.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody to do art for me that doesn't like me, because then it's not going to be as good as if they did like me. You know what I mean?
Right. It's not like the lady who tried to say, oh, for religious reasons, I'm the clerk of the court, and I'm not going to give any marriage licenses out for any gay weddings, even though it's my job to do it, and nobody in a county, nobody who was gay could get married because she was the only one that gave the marriage license out. Now, once they held her in contempt of court and she spent 2 days in jail crying, it was amazing how fast she gave up her religious convictions. And she did. Because the girl was like, sorry, jail.
Hey, Kathy, so how would all this shit apply to like a pharmacist? So say you've got a prescription for something and the pharmacist refuses to fill it for,
See, that's business. That's a business. That's not artistic expression.
Mm-hmm.
Artistic expression is painting, a graphic, a sculpture, something. You're paying something for art.
I'm talking about the whole discrimination shit. Like say you've got some kind of say you've been prescribed a pill or the morning after pill, and then you go to like Walgreens and Walgreens refuses to, the pharmacist
Honestly, you start getting into interstate commerce, which allows the federal government to control it. Then, with discrimination, especially if it's a large company or a small pharmacy, because large companies are smart enough to know that it doesn't behoove them to do that, to make that kind of press.
I do know there are a couple like family-owned pharmacies around here that flat out will not give you Plan B.
That's going to come down to individual lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
You can't work in health and wellness and in medicine and decline these things. That's not okay.
Hey, Manchichi. No, you can't. You can't. I mean, not in a pharmacy setting, because you are, as a doctor, yes, maybe, you can decline certain procedures or whatever, but as a pharmacy, you can't especially because a lot of their money comes from Medicare, or there's certain Medicare and Medicaid, so they're getting federal funding, these pharmacies. So once you start getting into that and they start discriminating, once you receive $1 from the U.S. government, you're under their laws. So it's so then it ultimately, like that clerk, somebody had to sue the county, and she really enjoyed her time on the news, but when she went to jail for 2 days and they said she cried the whole time, kept crying out, and gave up her religious convictions. People change when they have to go to jail because the law says they're not allowed to do something stupid. Anyway, so that's the only thing I would point out. I mean, this court is just crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Everyone does stupid things.
Oh my God. I knew it when that last appointee was. I was like, oh, we've lost all the nutcases. I was at a conference. Judge Alito was there and giving a talk. Now, he's like one of the most conservative judges. He's actually he's a funny man. I was surprised.
Is he?
I was like, you have a personality. Because they don't talk about law or anything. They're just talking about, as judges, they're not supposed to. So, but he is so, other than Clarence Thomas, he's like so conservative. Anyway, so I just thought I would point out.
Well, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, because it sounds, I mean, it's bad enough what they did today. They're dropping all these decisions. Like, okay, this is gone. This is gone. We've had this as a law for 50 years. Let's change it. Let's get rid of it. Let's do this. Let's do that. So anyway, that was it.
I'm wondering if I can download from Discord.
What do you want to download?
A voice message.
Don't.
I just wondered if I could do it. I'm not gonna do it, but I was just wondering.
Yeah.
No, you can't. I'm sorry. Oh, shame.
I agree, Sean. Discord is the devil.
Yes, it is. That's why I don't.
Our Discord is not the devil. Our Discord.
I know. I'm on your Discord too, Punky. I don't need to go on Discord.
There are exceptions, but I don't know. Every time, every how many months go by and somebody's showing screenshots from Discord and this, I was like, no, I'm not going. No, thank you.
Well, see, the difference is, Punky and I are highly selective. We don't tolerate any shit. I'm not afraid to boot people. But, you won't catch me in, a One Discord or, a Starlight Discord or, a Wendy V Discord.
Well,
I used to be in Wendy V's.
Anything that's in our Discord, most of it is not anything anybody cares about getting out.
Yeah.
What's wrong with being in Wendy V's Discord? I used to be here.
Too much fuckery. Although I did just get gifted a membership to One's, and she's like, join the Discord in a members only post. It's like, oh, thank you, but no, I will just watch the streams quietly.
You're cheaper. You even get free ones from me.
I think I got a free one too, but I don't have it set for free. I don't, because I got an email too, and I'm like, I'm not a member, but it was join the Discord, and I'm like, but I have it on no free membership. Oh God, I hope it didn't change.
Oh yes, Sean. Her and Randy still do a Friday night show. And then sometimes they'll go live from Wendy's, and sometimes they'll pop up in the middle of the week if something's really popping off. But they have a set Friday thing.
Yeah, it's no offense. I just don't want any gifted. I don't want it from anybody. It's just I don't want any membership from friend or foe. I mean, I just don't want one.
Sean runs around collecting free memberships like they're sex diseases.
I did remember to go into Mark's and turn off the gifting option.
Very good. Who put up the instructions? I thought that was a very helpful thing to do.
I think it was Stacy, wasn't it?
I think so.
And then I think maybe Just a Troll also put it, because I'm not sub to Stacy, and that wouldn't have shown up on my phone unless somebody else recommended it. I don't know who it was, but because I read it, it was like, that's a very nice thing to do.
Yeah,
and I mean
You
that
should be
sincerely.
sub to Stacy. You should be mean.
Yeah, Stacy just posted a clip of us, Jake.
Who?
Me and you. She clipped you
Stacy.
saying she clipped wherever you said Tara's not something. I'm like, well, you're not as pretty as she is either. And she clipped that, and then at the end she put Kelso saying burn.
Oh, I gotta find her channel.
Well,
I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Just give me 1 second. She's pretty great.
all right. Well, I'm gonna get going because I gotta go eat dinner.
All right,
All
you
right.
have a good night.
All right, hippie.
All right.
Good
Love
night,
you,
hippie,
Punky.
hippie.
Right.
Love you, Punky. Stay positive, you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, Sean. That's
Oh,
got to
hey,
be my favorite comment ever.
What? G and Jake were talking about wrestling?
Sorry.
Bye, Nova. What?
Jake is Turtle 2.0. Oh, were they watching Money in the Bank?
I didn't even hear you say I wasn't as pretty, you fucking. I didn't even hear you say that. You wait till I'm live again and I see you in my chat. You better never have the balls to venture into my chat again, girl. Because you're gonna regret it.
I'm not scared of you.
I know you're not.
You know, I still didn't find that thing of Abe wishing harm on my animals. I forgot where you said it was.
What? Abe did that?
Well,
Yeah.
he said something along the lines of like Facey and Fupa. I saw what you girls said about fucking not giving a fuck about fucking harm or wish or whatever coming to Barbie Girl. So I hope something happens to you and your animals or something.
Oh.
Yeah. And for the record, I don't give a fuck about Barbie or what happens to her. So
I'll clip it for you and just drop you a little link, a little clip of it on in Discord just so you can actually hear what he said.
okay.
That's not nice.
Yeah. It's not that it wasn't. He was just throwing you in on his little fucking. He was having a fuck you, Jake. You're a fucking this and that, and then he threw in fucking. I saw what you and Fupa and Facey said about Barbie, and didn't care if she gets fucking hurt or real life or something. So I hope something happens to your animals.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hey, Kimmy. Yeah, he's right though, because I really don't care.
Do you have animals?
I do.
Oh, you don't care about Barbie. You care about your animals.
Oh yeah, I like my animals. I like them more than any person on here.
Even Facey? I mean, Punky?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
I
like her more than I like my cat.
Even me?
If this entire panel and my cats were in a fire, I would run in and save my cats.
And then grab me and drag me up by my hair.
And I would remember all of you fondly.
You know, guys, she calls me a pussy, so I'm one of her cats.
I never called you a pussy.
I'm trying to be included.
Oh, my bad. Yep. Ooh, Coach, got an update today? My game should be here Monday now.
What game?
AEW Fight Forever.
Wrestling?
Yeah.
It seems to be a wrestling day. Everybody's talking about wrestling. I know nothing on it at all.
Well, there was a WWE pay-per-view today, and then Collision is on now.
Larry came out to Jake's. They started talking about it. Then,
No, Larry started talking about it. I just...
Well, you knew. You know, you knew some... you knew some wrestling. Then G came into the side chat, and there was somebody else talking about wrestling too. I don't know. I kind of tuned out. And like,
Yeah.
well,
I have to wait till 11 to watch the West Coast feed for Collision because, we stream during it.
Yes, and of course, I'm in the camp of, I'm in Sean's camp with it's all staged anyway, so.
It absolutely is. They don't hide that.
No, they don't. They don't, So it's, you have to excuse all the noise. My windows are open and everybody's having a party. It's like.
Well, Kathy, you got to look at it this way. I grew up watching soaps. So now this is soaps with hot, sweaty men that pound on each other.
Oh, okay. Well, I can.
See, it's all about perspective.
I guess so, but I don't know. The few clips I've seen, I don't know. Maybe it's the outfits.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, Coach, that would be amazing.
Yes, Jake, please do.
Did anyone disapprove of me phoning the CIA, FBI, DEA people yesterday?
No.
No.
I tried to be respectful.
What?
Yeah, I think it was fine.
Yeah.
I tried to be respectful.
Yeah. I think if someone's running around claiming that they're, reporting you to said agencies, I see no problem with you trying to confirm with said agency.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
I just wanted the general opinion.
Of course, these agencies don't necessarily give out information. But.
Oh, I knew they probably wouldn't, but it was more to like mock him making those claims.
Right.
Coach,
because the FBI has
retrospect,
absolutely nothing else to do but to go say, "Oh, Poon Handler made a complaint. Let's just drop our international terrorist investigations, our money laundering of billions of dollars, and go investigate a complaint by a guy who's on YouTube named Poon Handler."
I love Alan Alda.
Me too. And Coach, I really could have worded that better.
God, I grew up on that show.
Mesh.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want to say this about
that
the Poon thing though, is that I will pursue this further. And I'll start using his name so that maybe they'll fucking contact him and stir him some shit. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel old now.
You feel, or you are?
Oh, I'm both actually. Yeah, I'm just thinking with Alan Alda.
Yeah, I saw someone else just passed too.
Who?
Someone else. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Sean the Brit did.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name because I don't remember really. He was in Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, Alan Arkin?
Yes, Alan Arkin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I guess it's inevitable. It just gets scarier the closer you get to it.
One
day. Huh?
Hey, GT, are you calling me a bellend or saying you're not a bellend who lives in New Zealand?
I said I'm not a bellend who lives in New Zealand. I wasn't calling you a bloody bellend.
What's a bell?
What's a bellend?
I don't want to know. After that laugh, I don't want to know.
You can explain that one, my bro.
A bellend is it's like calling someone a dickhead, basically. It's like like a knob.
It's the English version of like dickhead.
Got you.
It's like we would call, like in New Zealand, we call people eggs. You fucking egg. That's like saying you're a dickhead, you're a fuckwit, you're,
Egg? Okay.
Egg, simple.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's in New Zealand. Like the English say bellend, we would say egg. Australians say bro.
It's it's the tip of your penis basically. It goes with a bell end. It's shit like a helmet, kind of a bell. Like that. There you go.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, I learned a new word today. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And then
I feel educated.
Yeah, and there's wanker too. That's a good one.
Well, that one I know. I had a friend who was British.
Sean, I think you do need to retract that because Alan Alda is still alive.
Oh, you asshole!
Oh, did you mix up Alan Alda with Arkin?
Probably.
Well, he said his wife told him.
It was Alan Arkin. Atkin or Arkin? Arkin. Yeah. He was in a couple movies. Who's the guy who plays? Was it Columbo? He was in some kind of some of them. Yeah.
Wingstar just said a good one, and I know another one that you girls might not know.
Oh,
Yes, I did know that. Wingstar.
You go to a boot sale, like a lot of cars. Yeah.
And the English, Australians, New Zealanders, etc., we call a fanny. What do you girls call? What do we call a fanny?
Cooter.
Yeah, fanny.
You know, GT. Let's see if these Americans know.
I just said it's the cooter.
All right, so she knows. Americans call a fanny the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, over there, the front butt is the fanny.
And when I see someone go a fanny pack, I'm like a schoolboy in hysterics.
Mm-hmm. It's like, so if I was to just as an example say I want to lick your fanny, I'm not saying I want to lick your ass.
We know.
Oh, it's the front, not the back. Got it.
Yes, the front.
Yes. And please don't ever say that. Yeah,
I just did.
And then
my brain is.
And then there was a famous TV chef in the UK. She was a cook called Fanny Craddock. That was her name, Fanny. It's also an old lady's name.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just like you weirdos also call underwear pants.
Knickers.
Decks.
Knickers.
Decks. Under decks.
I like chuffed and I love peckish. I'm just feeling a little peckish.
Knickers.
But we don't throw our slang on Americans. That's why sometimes like people like me get a bit antsy about Americans because all we hear is Americanisms, and we respectfully withhold ours from you.
Well, I went to school with somebody who's British, and then we stayed friends. So I mean, back and forth, and ultimately,
You have a friend?
yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but it was a long time ago before my personality just dripped away.
He's just jealous because he's still waiting on one.
I had big hopes for Facey to be my first, you know.
A first friend. Aw, isn't that
First a lot of things.
Or are you barking up the wrong tree?
So especially when I was living in England, I knew the family, I knew everything. So then you're in the point where you're like, what did that mean? What did this mean? Because slang is definitely different.
Well, I know some because I grew up watching a lot of like British TV, and then tuppence, isn't that money? No, that's
tuppence.
But I mean, like I knew the loo and this and that, but when you first heard peckish, which just means hungry, a little hungry, I was like, what's peckish? A chuff.
Oh yeah, peckish. Yeah,
very chuffed.
Spunky.
What?
Do you want to the next movie that we watch? Do you want it to be like a New Zealand movie, maybe?
That's fine.
Like, just saying, like maybe, possibly.
A New Zealand movie? That's interesting.
And I don't mean like Once the Warriors, where like you get men beating up women and stuff.
Okay.
I know you don't like the violency type thing.
No. Yeah.
Absolutely not, Wingstar.
Just there's a New Zealand movie I was thinking about today, and I was thinking, hey, that could be a good one to watch.
Sounds good to me. Let's watch it. When are we watching it?
I don't know, maybe tomorrow-ish, maybe.
Okay.
If I find that I can always set it going, and then I won't fall asleep snoring because I'll be working.
Yeah, I'm not singing the Star Spangled Banner. They already don't like my thank you song.
Yeah, it would just sound straight disrespectful coming from either one of us.
A lot of people just mouth the words because.
How about singing
Pretty
God
hard
Save
song.
the King? On July the 4th?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Because it's like, yeah.
No.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
And just like that, all the dogs in my neighborhood are howling.
What so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming.
Ooh, all of a sudden
You see-
Roseanne's version isn't seeming so bad.
With broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight.
Maybe we can ask Minnie Manson to sing it for you.
No.
Big star.
Minnie Manson.
Over or over?
What?
The next one, over the ramparts. Over.
Oh, the ramparts.
We watch for
Over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare.
And that's the one that kills everybody.
The bomb bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and the free and the home of the brave? There you go, Wingster. You know it.
Now duo Canada.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Google.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love thou dost on us command. We see thee, rising star, dear land, the true north, strong and free, and stand on guard, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, oh Canada, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Stand on God?
God for thee.
Oh, guard.
Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, where pines and maples grow, great prairies spread and lordly rivers flow. How dear to us thy broad domain, from east to western sea. Thou land of hope for all who toil, thou true north, strong and free. Okay. Holy shit, this goes on forever.
You gotta do it.
Hey.
Oh, Canada, beneath the shining skies, may stalwart sons and gentle maidens rise. Where's the gentle maidens?
Wow, Jake is so patriotic. When I think of Canada, I think of Jim Leahy and Bubbles and Ricky and Julian and of Sunnyvale Trailer Park. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
I just think beavers and maple syrup.
Happy Canada Day.
Wingster, it's called Google.
You have to finish the
I
song.
don't know them.
You don't. We got the idea. Now, Kimmy, what exactly is... Okay, I was just going to ask that. What Canada Day was.
Don't ask me to do the French version. Oh, Canada, 3 days, Nosglocks, ton front es French de Florence glory.
Nah, you don't have to do that. Jake, we can stop. The French Canadians are mean.
Yeah, and that sounded like German.
I apologize, Kimmy K, for not being like very Canadianish.
It might have something to do with him being, from New Zealand. I can't put my finger on it.
Maybe.
Well, Spunky, I'll drop you a link to a what's me call it of a movie, and you watch it the preview thingamajiggy and tell me if you like it, and then I'll try to sort it out.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
And we'll try to do it tomorrow.
So it's like your 4th of July over there in Canada. That's what we do.
We don't do nothing like that.
Was the movie The Piano shot in New Zealand?
Yes.
Yeah.
The piano has a wiener scene in it.
I'm just trying to think of New Zealand movies I know. I mean, the Lord of the Rings was that. Wasn't there one? Was there one called "And the Gods"? What?
The what?
Do something. The Gods Must Be Crazy, or is that Australian?
No, that was Australian or African or something.
Okay.
My mother was watching the piano, and the wiener shot came up, and I was watching it with her, and I went, oh, and she goes, oh!
I know. Out of all, dudes get all kinds of titty shots and everything in movies. We finally get a cock shot, and it's fucking Harvey Keitel. I mean, come on. Like, how is that fair?
Yeah, well, if it was boobs, my mom wouldn't have given a shit. But if it was a pecker, she's all like gasping for air, and that's probably the first time I'd ever seen a pecker.
And it was Harvey Keitel.
Hey, Jake, is there a New Zealand day?
We have Waitangi Day.
Okay.
It's just the day that the treaty was signed between the Māoris and the British Crown.
When is that?
Fuck if I know.
Month? I don't know. Month, maybe? Winter, summer, spring?
Hang on, I'm Googling it.
Hey, Mel D.
But hell, we got a new one. It's February the 6th.
Oh.
We got a new one that we had the other week, and I don't even know what it was. It was something about fucking Mary Day or something. Like, because I don't work like a 9 to 5 kind of job. Like, we could have a public holiday today, and I wouldn't even know.
Right.
I don't even like. Punky, do I not ask you every day, like, when's your next stream? Because I don't even know what day it is.
Yes.
I don't even know what day it is half the time. Hey, Mel. Like, I and even then, like, because you tell me every week you go live on Saturdays and Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But that means nothing to me because my Thursday is not your Thursday.
Hey, Bridget. That's so it'd be your Friday and your Sunday?
Yeah. You see what I mean? So when I'm talking to an American and they're telling me things like that, often I just let it go in one ear at the other because it's like everyone talks about the circus, Sunday afternoon, evening on the circus. I'm like, it's fucking always Monday morning for me.
We got to tell Stitches, like, he's got to change it to, like, Sunday this hemisphere and then Monday for this hemisphere.
I mean, like, if I was to go by the time they advertise for the circus, the show's starting now, basically.
Yeah. No, I'd be past it. You'd have missed it.
So like, most of the time, I just don't register in my mind American people's times, and I'll just ask them again.
It's okay.
It means I don't have to think.
Hey, busting girl, Bridget.
Love you, Bridget.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Thank God. Jack. I'm glad.
Me too.
Well, has anything crazy happened? Anything new? Like, we haven't been really watching the YouTube. Like, I watched Jake for a little bit, but then I had company come over. So, anything
was
new?
Was it the man with the chocolate cake?
No. Fuck him. I'm mad at him right now. chocolate cake guy can be a real fucking piece of shit. I'm just saying.
Maybe you go for the wrong type of guys.
I absolutely
Thank
do.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely 100%.
Truer words, man. Woo.
Who is Jack?
Jack's her dog.
The little Westie, the white Westie. He's
And why
20
would you
years
type
old.
it in the chat?
Well, I
she
didn't.
probably meant to say Jake. What'd you do? Oh, you were telling you loved her, right?
Oh, did I hit? Wait, did I take? What did I type?
Not you. No, Bridget.
Oh,
Who is Savage Live laughing at that their views are down?
Ain't no telling.
So you know.
I have no idea.
Oh.
someone was laughing at whose views were down.
Savage Live.
Well,
Laughing at
Community post.
they go
At her?
after the what you call it, the crime people or the tragedy pimps. So maybe
right.
they're making a dent in that. I don't know.
I don't know. I honestly don't. I didn't see it. I don't know.
Tell you, we ain't really been around.
See, I've been bad. I'm not bad, but between working is, I'll listen, but you don't really hear it because you're working. Like sometimes I always I used to study. I used to work with background music or background because it helps me concentrate because I filter it out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't stand quiet. It's just I can't. I sleep with the phone on. Something on. It used to be the TV. Now it's the phone. If it's just somehow it helps. I learned to not hear it. I used to have I worked in an office and I had a boom box, and these were tapes. And it had automatically it would turn it up, replay it. And I could play it like 5 or 6 times, but there were 2 people sitting outside my office that they like one day of it, and they're like, "Please don't do that to us again. You played the same tape like 5 times." And I'm like, I didn't even hear it. I'd hear it a little bit, and I was like, we made an arrangement, just the radio during when they were still there. After they left at 5, I could put anything I wanted on. Just play it over and over and over and over again.
I wasn't being a smartass, Bridget.
So, the stuff with Mark, I get, why people are restreaming him so he doesn't get the views. I totally understand that. But for the people that actually go into his chat, isn't it, old at this point? It's the same thing? Isn't...
One, that would be some combo. Well, of course, I haven't seen Sammy Pepper in, many years.
It feels like the same thing over and over again. Same people.
Last time I saw Sammy Pepper, she was drawing a swastika on her forehead.
Oh God!
And that was the last time I saw. When you go trolling around, but she was, yeah. That was okay. I'm not going to not troll, but go exploring over there. I'm not going over there. Thank you again.
Well, Kimmy, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I just wonder, because for me, I can't even, right now, when I watch it with the clip channels, because that's where my friends are, so I'll go over there and talk to my friends, and it just seems like it's the same dumpster fire over and over, on replay.
Well, I've come to the point, I will not. I'm not going to sit through another Molly or Michelle spot. I'm like, they got rid of him. Why are they still playing clips?
Oh, I was talking about Mark Terry.
Exactly.
Oh, but to me, it's the same thing with Mark Terry.
It is the same thing.
It's like
I think people first started playing Mark Terry will say that, the haters, the so-called now haters kind of thing, don't have to sit in his chat and they can still listen to the shit show without being in his chat.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
And
but what's going to happen is sooner or later it's going to become more and more normal, and they're going to drift back.
I did it the other day because I was sitting here working, and
And it was like, oh, I ended my stream. I was like, oh, Mark's like, oh, fuck it, I might as well just replay them, and people can come and sit in my chat and talk to me while I'm listening to it, while I was working.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be doing that all the time. Maybe if there's, like shitty ass clips or something. But
you're okay, Kenny.
At the end of the day, it's free.
Yeah.
That's what clip channels are. They're free or replay channels. They're free advertisement.
Is Next on YouTube, or did he get back his channel, or on another channel?
Well, he's got one for now.
Okay.
I'm sure with the new things, they're probably going to wait and let him get monetized before they take it down again, because that's what they do.
Yeah, well, I think you can't really monetize if you've been thrown off.
Not in your own name.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Let's talk about something else. Talk about something else. How's the weather? It's still hot as fuck here.
No one gives a fuck about the weather. You know what I want to know? How the hell did Dateline find Melky Woodland?
Who is Melky Woodland?
Oh my God. I have a friend who has been in that community forever, so I've been watching him for a while now. So I'm scrolling through and I get a Dateline notification, and I always go to them immediately, and I'll be damned. She found Melky. He is such a fucking weirdo, dude.
He is very strange.
What community is he from?
I've
never seen him before.
I don't even know what you would consider that community, but I watch a bunch of people from over there now, and I kind of hope that Dateline bringing him over here doesn't bring all of the people from over here over there, because that's my fucking hidey hole in that community.
Yeah, that guy was scary.
Is that the dude that was like screaming, walking around and?
Yeah, I watched a video one time. He had his motorcycle in the room where he films, and he just started revving it and shit while him and his girlfriend were in the room, and it just kept filling with smoke and exhaust, and he's special. Yeah, and he has like jumper cables hooked up to a battery in that room, and he'll like spark them together and then like slap the fucking jumper cables up to either side of his head.
Has he ever put the jumper cables on his nipples?
But a few streams ago, he's like, all right, you're finally going to get to meet my girlfriend. She's nervous, and he keeps talking to her off camera. He's like, no one's going to make fun of you. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And then he carries out this mannequin head on this makeshift body that he made, which is just this big square thing with like this fucking mannequin head flopping around on it. And he's like, oh, baby. And he's like putting its arm around him. He's a mess.
Hey, Ghost. Yeah, are you guys up to Dateline? She's got the video up. Y'all go check it out. Dateline's amazing.
Yes. I watch Dateline's videos regardless of who they're about.
Oh, me too. I like Dateline so much.
I miss the days when her videos used to be about me.
Well, you're like a real person now. You don't get into as much of the fuck shit.
Like she once a long time ago made a rap out of my words, and so she used to do a lot of hate things on me back when we were beefing, kind of thing. Not hate, but when I was beefing with Leo.
Well, I just feel bad because we missed out on a lot of time with Dateline, because I'm not going to throw out names, but we were warned vehemently to stay away from her.
Leo.
Why?
I was never friends with Leo.
Well, no, it was presented that it wasn't the whole story, and like the things that were
she's very one-sided. She just likes to attack based on personal feelings. But since I've started watching Dateline, she comes off as very unbiased to me.
Yeah.
So I feel bad that for so long I was like, oh God, I have to stay away from that one.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Because now Dateline's one of my faves. I get so excited when I see her pop up in my notifications because you know it's going to be great.
She makes very good videos.
Oh, excellent video.
So good. I wish I could edit even a fraction as well as she does. And I can't edit at all.
I'm trying to get it
all.
She's given me the program that she uses, and I'm going to start playing around with it. And when I get some time, and I'll be able to kind of like teaching me, help me when I get stuck and lost and kind of things.
What's the program called she uses?
Fuck, I've got it written down somewhere.
Testicles, do you have a question for the class?
Because I want to learn that layering the sound, you know, where she's got like half a dozen people talking in the background, but it's all different comments and stuff, if you know what I mean.
Wow, thank you so much, Mel D. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for
no.
Now, Punky, do it again in German.
Oh, God. Thank you, Mel, very much. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
That's not German. It has to be in the German language, like the song 99 Red Balloons when she sang that song in German. It has to be in the German language. And
that was German as fuck, Elbow.
That was not German. It's like, no, German has like Achtung, you know, alles klar, yeah, that kind of thing, you know. It has to, you know, it's a very angry sounding language. Is German.
Oh, okay. Let me try again.
So Punky.
Thank you, Mel, very much. That is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. How's that?
You sound Russian.
Oh, well, fuck it. I give up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were a dialect coach, Elbow.
And you're supposed to say like Dankeschön.
You have to try and do a South African one because she's in South African.
Oh my
so you have to try and talk Afrikaan.
This is exhausting.
You guys don't get to dictate how she does it. Only I do. Shut the fuck up.
Do I need to try this?
I'm just saying she's in South Africa.
Which is close to Germany.
No, it ain't.
I know. Add some leather and a whip.
Okay, so she says I don't have to do it. But thank you so much for the super chat.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate it.
It's like $50 million in South Africa.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know. I never like there's like the currency thing is so crazy. Like I was just talking to my coworker. She's going to Mexico.
Sorry, it's my phone.
And she was talking about she's needing to get pesos and she's got $100 and she can't remember what it like. Oh my God. I was like, bitch, you asking the whitest bitch ever about pesos. I don't know. Don't know nothing about pesos.
I want to be super chatted by like an Indian from India because like $1 is like about 16 million in the fucking numbers on the screen.
Yes. I've seen that. Rubles or whatever.
Rupees or some rupees. It's like fucking. I've seen them getting super chatted, and it looks like they're getting like $100 million.
That's okay.
Yeah, before the Euro, I was visiting my friend in England. Said, okay, we were going to go over to France, which I had kind of no notice, which was fine. But I think like I would have taken out my, spend an hour or two refreshing my small recollection of the few French words I know. But didn't happen, and also didn't look up the currency exchange. Before the euros, it was like 10,000 francs is $15. And I had no advance warning of trying to figure out what this money was. We just went over to Calais. And I have to admit, I did the ugly American thing. I bought something and I was tired and I didn't know, and I literally just had the money in my hand and stuck it out, and I was like, s'il vous plaît, and that she just took the money, whatever, how much it was. I didn't care. I would have given her the whole thing because it wasn't that much money. Maybe at the most like $20, and because I just was so tired and I couldn't figure out, what 50,000 or whatever. It was just such a different type, and I was trying to do dollars to pounds to francs because that's what I was like.
Oh,
yeah, it was not. Maybe if I had been prepared, probably not. I could have prepared weeks, and I still would have screwed it up.
Yeah, Kathy, it used to be like 10 francs. It used to be between 10 and 7 French francs to the UK pound back in the old days, because I've been to Calais quite a few times.
Yeah, we went over to
the best one was the Spanish peseta, because like when I was doing an internship in Spain with college, they paid me. Yeah, they gave me like 10,000. They gave me a 10,000 peseta note.
Oh, doesn't that sound like so much?
It was, and it was like 250 pesetas to the pound.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, I mean, the euro now, but the British always kept their money, but at least you have a better idea.
Because it was great. I did my internship in Spain, and it was like a 2-week trip, a college paid for by the European Union.
Nice.
And they pay for the flight, the hotel, and everything. So we're doing a little bit. Yeah, I did a little bit of internship, some Spanish lessons, and cultural shit, whatever. Basically, I was just getting freaking drunk every night because it was like 250 pesetas, which is a pound, for a 6-pack of San Miguel beer. A bottle of Smirnoff was like 1,000 pesetas, and we were like getting vodka, a big vodka and Coke, and a pint glass in the hotel. And then just going back to our rooms and just filling it up all freaking. I was like freaking drunk every freaking night, I swear.
Cultural exchange.
Yeah, it was great.
We heard a lot of people are moving from England to Spain because it's cheaper.
Yeah, the cost of living's a lot cheaper in Spain. The weather's a lot nicer. I mean, the only downside now is since the UK left the European Union, which kind of pissed me off because, a bunch of bloody dumbass English people voted to leave the EU, and now I've lost my right to live in Ireland and all the other Spain, France, Germany, all the other EU countries. I've lost that right to live and work in there now. It's kind of like Texas, for example. If like you're all part of the United States, and Texas breaks away, and then Punky needs a passport to go and visit Facey in New York, and and she needs a visa to see. It's kind of like that. It pissed me off. I lost my right to live and work in Europe. But yeah, it was a great drunken trip. I got stoned for the first time. There was a lot of alcohol. I got drunk. I was drunk. First night, I was so pissed on Southern Comfort and 7-Up. I was throwing up. Yeah, it was great trip. I was also doing some kind of web page design on the computer back in the day too. But yeah, it was great.
Why did you move to America, though, dude?
That's another story.
I hadn't thought of that with Brexit. You knew the money and all the other financial complications, but that you'd lose the right to you'd lose the European Union passport and be able to live wherever you want.
Because like my UK passport, I still got one of the old passports that's like orange, and it says European Union. I've lost that shit now because of a bunch of freaking because of a bunch of it's like a bunch of idiots who didn't like immigrate, didn't like I don't know, this bunch of idiots voted against it. And
what's up, Dean?
The beard's gone.
Howdy doody.
You look younger.
What's this about a senior citizens fight thing going on?
Yeah, we're waiting for you to show up so we can pair you up and get you to fighting with people.
Right, you want to fight?
You're gonna fight him in the Coliseum.
Get him up.
Hey, Dean, did you know that Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are wanting to fight? And
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna try and do it in the Coliseum. Well, Italy wants them to do it in the Coliseum. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. It would be so funny, man. Elon is a lot bigger, so I don't know. You'll see, I guess. You never know if they actually do something like that. I doubt it, though.
Probably not.
Here come the fireworks.
So, like, I have to work Monday, but I'm off Tuesday. It kind of sucks that I just couldn't get like the whole weekend, like a 4-day weekend.
Right.
It's bullshit.
It is some bullshit.
Wow. Fireworks.
You love fireworks, don't you, Dean?
Yeah, we can't do them on live streams.
Yeah, there's a couple parties going on.
Plus, I don't want to break another monitor, so.
Yeah.
I blowed one up once. Well, it didn't blow up, but something hit it and it cracked it.
Well, Mel, we were talking about that earlier. Jake had brought that up. Like he grew up in South Africa. He's built different.
It's built different in South Africa. It's kind of like yeah.
Who grew up in South Africa?
A lot of those people came from Australia, you know.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, Elon Musk. Okay.
The South Africans didn't come from Australia.
A lot.
They were Dutch.
From South Africa.
Yeah, they were Dutch and German.
German. And then the English.
I wouldn't know, but I know a lot of people down there, you know. Yeah, I guess Dutch and German, but then again, Dutch and German were thrown in Australia for prison, right, or something like that. So there you go.
No, that was the.
Yeah, I'm not wrong then.
Mel D is South African.
It's a fight.
You know all about the history.
Well, Mel D, I have always wanted to see Table Mountain. Looks beautiful.
Scruffy people.
Go down to South. Oh, no, it's South America, not South Africa. South America, you can hop on Hitler's sub and go to Antarctica.
Nope, no more subs, especially one with Hitler. No.
Hello, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Yo, Daniel. Second time today. How you doing?
Hey, Daniel. Yeah, I think submarining's kind of done its dash at the moment.
There was all kinds of stuff about that.
Yeah.
A lot of wild, you never know if they're true or not.
I'm going to try making a video on that.
Yeah, do it.
On what?
Wait till the Coast Guard releases their...
I have my theory on what happened.
Oh.
Wait till the Coast Guard releases their new report, because they've already ended the report of the search, and then now they're starting the report for what actually happened.
It had a black box, so they'll have at least. Usually with planes, they have two. It's really two black boxes. One is all the technical, and then one is voice. I don't know if this which they had with this one. They did have about some that box that is indestructible that gives them some information of what went on.
I honestly don't know why people wanted to go down there.
They predicted it on The Simpsons years ago. Low oxygen and all. It was hilarious, man. I can't believe how many things The Simpsons predict.
To me, it's like I don't know.
A lot of the stuff was right in there.
Yeah.
So when you made 1 million Simpsons shows, they're going to predict a lot.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah, that's
just funny.
To me. It's a graveyard. Leave it alone.
A lot of the things were really uncanny.
So I don't know why they can't just send a fucking massive camera type thing down there on a fucking
Well, they
cord
have.
thing and fucking just like a little mini drone down there and fucking fly it around and fucking video it all. Why do you have to go down there yourself?
I agree. I don't. But people.
Did you see the? I mean, that thing looked so fucking gay. It looked like a sperm without most of its tail. I mean, you guys see it? It looked like a sperm with a missing part of its tail. A fucking cat bit it off or something, you know?
Oh, Melody, it must be beautiful.
Hey, Punky. Do you see there was a video on YouTube? It's about some YouTuber who went on it right before it happened. He didn't go down all the way on it, but he actually went on it.
He went down on it.
And he brought it back up. But I sent you the video in Discord.
No, I know that the video exists, but I didn't watch it. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's pretty. Like, anyone wanting to go down there for what? Is there the cure for cancer down there? Like, what the fuck? Like, there's nothing down there that we haven't already seen.
They didn't want you to see that the boat wasn't the Titanic; it was the Olympic.
I've had that one before too. The sister.
Yeah, it was a big insurance scam.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. There's a big conspiracy.
And then that's when the Federal Reserve was created as well, because they killed, I think, 3 really wealthy people that were against the Federal Reserve. And then, boom, 1930. It was 2000 or 1912, right, when the boat went down. And then 1913, Jekyll Island, boom, Federal Reserve. And like I said, there were 3. Supposedly they weren't supposed to kill that many people. There were supposed to be other boats in the area. It's really weird.
Either if these conspiracy theories are true, either you Americans are the worst fucking most evil, corrupt people in the fucking world, or you're just the most paranoid.
We're the most gullible.
That think everything is about you.
Or we're good with keeping a secret because you can imagine
we're the most gullible because there's a faction running us. There's a faction that's running most of the world, anyways. A certain type of people.
I'm a member of that thought.
I mean, this shit is happening to the whole world. I've watched so much freaking conspiracy theories about this submarine thing, like, it was just to confuse the media to hide so that they had something else to talk about instead of the Biden trials and this and that. Hello, it's a world event, not an American event.
Yeah, we need a new conspiracy because all the other ones have come true. It's like, all right, we need a new one. Here we got this kind of sperm-shaped sub with some rich people on there. Really rich billionaires, I guess.
Hello, the reason Biden isn't able to fix the fucking cost of living is because the whole world's cost of living is fucked.
Those guys were
probably. If I was a billionaire, I would be sitting on a Caribbean island.
Yeah.
I would not be in some little tube going down to look in a graveyard or at the boat. I'm sorry. I just retire and go lay down and lie on the beach.
I think these guys staged their death because they probably were tied to Epstein or something,
You see, the thing is, these people have so much money, they're getting bored with shit. They want to do some weird, crazy shit that normal people can't do because they're rich and they want to prove themselves something. That's all.
And I think you have to have a certain personality to run these large corporations, or not aggressive. Actually, they said psychopathic, but
how come there wasn't a live feed while they were going down? There should have been. I mean, Jesus Christ, you got the live
that far south in that kind of pressure. No way.
Well, you could only communicate via text message. That was it. That was the only way they could communicate.
I'm surprised they could even do that.
And back then, you could go on the bat phone and talk to the moon.
Yeah, he used
you got a text message.
He used a Logitech controller.
I heard
the lights inside came from Camping World.
Had a cable on it,
and it was cool. Yeah, no tethering cable. Yeah,
why wouldn't they be able to have real-time communications then, like an Ethernet or something, so you can have video? And that's kind of silly. That's why a lot of stuff doesn't add up right.
Life doesn't add up right.
Yeah, because honestly, the lights came from a camping store. There was the Logitech controller, and there was some kind of scaffolding poles were being used in the design of it too. It's
All right, y'all. I'm so sorry, but I got to end it. I got to get this kid Thank you guys so much for coming up and joining us.
And the fight was getting a little. It's getting too sketchy for YouTube.
No, I just gotta.
No, we just rarely go over 2 hours.
Yeah, we're already almost at 2:30. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.